Kimbo Slice obviously was supposed to, headline this card, and I asked Scott at the press conference if himself, if the fighters, if the staff are still going through maybe a process of mourning, just because he was supposed to fight on this particular card. Do you have any personal stories or memories you can share of Kimbo, and how do you think he'll be remembered by the MMA community?
Personal story, man. The last fight at the press conference when he got in the beef with the Data 5000, I was sitting next to him. He stood up and turned around and it's like, I'll pull my pants down, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I was like, I look at him, I was like, Kimbo, don't do it, please. It's right here on my face, man. I was like, don't do it. It's like, then he realized, like, oh, sorry, Horace.
I think can be remembered by the MMA community as our person who did it, a person who walked away. No one else could do it. Start from the bottom and get all the way to the very top.
For people on the outside that didn't know him, I know it's very, very difficult because of his background and why he's famous. But seriously, if ever there's a saying, don't judge a book by its cover, he's the perfect example of that.
As an athlete, our paths sort of intertwined because I was with Kimbo from Elite XC, which is 7-8 years ago, and then I was with him at the UFC, and then over here at Bellator. So plenty of times we've been on press tours, done stuff similar to this, and shared locker rooms together. So I felt well, not friendly. Obviously, we wasn't the best of friends, but I felt very friendly towards him, and yeah, it's tragic.
He was kind of cast into a role of a thug, and maybe his entourage or whatever else didn't help his persona. But I think that as a person, he was a really good dude. He was a loving, doting father, was a good husband, and it's unfortunate. I hope that he was able to put away enough money to keep his family safe and secure going forward.
I don't know him personally, but it seemed like a very good man, a good person, and what a route he took in combat sports. Not a route many of us could do. So he's a legend in my eyes.
Sad that he passed away, so young. I met him a couple of times. Just a really cool dude. I never really hanged out with him, but man, from what I hear from everybody, he's just a great person. It's sad, he left behind a lot of kids, family, so I just feel for his family, my prayers go out to his family, and he was just a great guy, and it's sad that we lose, a guy like that so young,
For the last 2 years, we hung out a lot and really got to know him, and he's a family man, and he's not he can become that guy that you don't want to see, like that guy. But for the most part, he was always respectful and just a gentleman, and, he was just about my wife, my kids, and he loved to fight, and I'll tell you a story, like, even one of our staff members talked to him, the morning that he passed, and he said, tell them to postpone that fight for 2 months. I'm coming. This is all BS. I'm going to be there, and I was just like, and then when he passed, I couldn't believe it, because the thing is, we had no idea that he was sick, and it's just like, it just took the wind out of me, man, and that's all I can say, and it's just unexpected and a sad, a sad situation for a great friend, a great, family man, and just a great person.